the Warm Audio WA-47 tube condenser microphone. As you could probably tell by the name, the WA-47 is a tube condenser mic that's designed to be a recreation of a classic vintage U-47. Not the reissues or recreations or modded 47s, but the spirit of an actual vintage 47. That's the microphone used by Sinatra, Nat King Cole, Ella Fitzgerald, the Beatles. It was a must-have microphone through the 50s and 60s. And I'm pretty amazed by how Warm Audio was able to bring it back to life here. First of all, this thing is a substantial microphone. It's over 2 pounds, roughly the size of an original U-47. It's like 10 inches long, 254 millimeters for our non-American friends. When you buy the mic, it comes with the shock mount, this wooden box for a case. Makes it feel precious, which it is, and expensive, which it's relatively not. The external power supply, the power cable for that power supply, and the GAC7 cable. That's a 7-pin cable because it's a tube mic. It needs all kinds of conductors for power and control and whatever. I don't know how it all works, I just like it. Let's actually get this power supply up here without unplugging it. So on-off switch on the back, but on the front, you notice this knob. This knob adjusts the polarity. So there are 3 main polar patterns. Right down the middle is cardioid, all the way to the left is omni, and all the way to the right is figure 8. And then little increments between them. All in total, there are 9 different polarity options. So depending on what you're recording, you can really dial in the polar pattern that works best for that session. This build quality is exceptional too. It's a single brass billet that it's drilled out of, and then nickel plated, and the top grill is nickel plated as well, so it'll be resistant to scuffs. I mean, don't beat it up. Treat it like the vintage prize that it thinks it is.
You are a prize.
Enough of the looks, let's get into what makes this microphone so special, the sound. And of course the nerdy stuff of why it sounds so good. These components have been tracked down and meticulously tested and paired to make sure that they are honest recreations of a U-47. Starting with the capsule. This capsule is custom made for this microphone to replicate the large dual diaphragm K-47 type capsule, but without newer things like silicone additions or weird materials. This is as close to the original as it gets. The transformer is an American-made AMI output transformer. This is what makes it sound so authentic. It's that vintage, warm sound. It's a perfect recreation of the original Transformers. And then the tubes. Warm Audio selects tubes specifically for every product. So the tube in this microphone is a premium JJ Slovak 5751 vacuum tube. It gives that true analog tone with exceptionally low gain and exceptionally low self-noise. All of that along with premium caps, resistors, filters. It's all selected and tested to be true to the U-47. This mic has a frequency response of 20 Hertz to 20 kilohertz, and the frequency response will vary slightly depending on the polarity that you select, but the overall tone, that tube sound that you're getting is so great. The mids sound amazing. It just catches the low mids and the highs and rolls off at the right places, accents the right places. Plus the tube gives a ton of depth to the lows and the mids and provides just this overall warm sound. That 7-pin cable also helps to enrich the sound by boosting some of the presence in the high end and also widening the stereo image depending on your polar pattern. This mic sounds super expensive, but it's relatively not, especially when you compare it to vintage gear. The WA-47 by Warm Audio is available at full compass for a MAP price of $949. For the iconic sound you are getting, this is a great, great price. Just a no BS, honest sounding recreation of a classic microphone, and something that you need in your arsenal if you are a voice artist or a singer or an instrumentalist. This thing sounds great on guitars or pianos, even drum overheads. All around incredible microphone.